All right. Category 4, I am talking about 4 types of questions that they also ask. Educational background. Yes, what are your educational background? These are most important questions they do ask. Don't forget, so far we have mentioned 3 and we are in the 4th one. So number 1, we talk about general questions. Number 2, we talk about current affairs. Number 3, we talked about personality and character. Number 4, we are talking about educational background. Don't forget to follow the trend and write something down, because you need this to be able to prepare yourself, organize yourself, and you'll be able to face your interview, qualify simply. So sometimes they can just ask you a simple question: why should we choose you over other applicants? They are asking you because they want to see your thinking ability, whether you're going to condemn someone or not. Talk for yourself. And they can even ask you to tell them, how does your course or your elective relate to nursing, midwifery, or any other course that you intend to offer at the university, at the college, or wherever you want to. In my next video, I'll be talking about how your courses relate to nursing, midwifery, or any other program you wish to offer. So subscribe, like the video whilst you wait. Greetings. Today we are talking about 5 types of interview questions they ask. 5 categories of interview questions they ask. For you to be able to qualify your interview, you need to be able to know where are these interview questions coming from, so that you'll be able to prepare, learn towards your interview. So type 1, we are talking about general questions. So what are general questions? General questions are where they ask you to tell them about yourself. Why are you here? Why are you choosing nursing or midwifery? What are some of the things you like doing? Why are you going to the university? Where are you coming from? A lot of things generally that they can ask you about yourself or your personal lifestyle. For me to be able to create contents like this, please, what motivates me to be able to do videos like this to help you is that once you subscribe to my channel and you like my video, I am good to go. It means that the videos I am doing is so much important and it helps you a lot. So please, give me a subscribe, like the video, and we continue. All right, thank you very much for subscribing and for liking. Now let's talk about, tell us about yourself. So when they ask you to tell them about yourself, let me use myself for an example, then you see how you can also tell them about yourself. My name is Emmanuel Atanga. I come from the Central region of Ghana. I am 25 years old. I started my basic education at Karatesi Primary School. I furthered my JSS education at Karatesi Junior High School. After a successful BEC, I had admission to Ghana Senior High School to offer General Agriculture Science as a course. I was able to serve as the Senior Boys Prefect for 1 year. After a successful WASI examination, I had an aggregate of 10. which I am currently using to apply to your institution to be trained as a nurse, or to be trained as a midwife, or to be a teacher or a lawyer, or any other program you are going to offer. You get that right? So this is brief for them asking you to tell them about yourself. You should be able to organize something pleasant that you can deliver, and it's something should be catchy. All right, so when they ask you why are you here, you have to first of all let them understand, because it's about interview. That is why you are here. You should be able to, give them some brief explanation why you are here. For instance, if it is me, I can say, okay, yes, I applied to your institution on the 1st of January 2024. On the 15th of January, I received an SMS alert inviting me to come for an interview. That is why I am here. Well, that is something brief you can tell them about. Or someone will just decide to say, oh, I am here for my interview, or I am coming for my interview. Yes, that's good, but you should be able to always find something to define your role or the reason why you are here. All right, when they ask you why are you choosing nursing or midwifery as a teacher, or to be a lawyer, or whatever course you choose, and they ask you why are you choosing it, you should be able to give them some knowledge about the program and what leads you to. For instance, maybe you might have had some experience that is guiding you towards to be a nurse or a midwife, or to be a lawyer, or to be a teacher, any other course. So that is now left unto you to be able to find out what is pushing me to go for this course. And sometimes most people always come to say, oh, it's my passion, that is why I decided to choose this course, it's my dream. Everybody have a dream, you understand? So you should be able to give reasonable explanations. Just better than going to say there is my passion or it's my dream. Find something catchy, find something interesting to talk about. Type 2, we are talking about foreign affairs. So what are foreign affairs questions? Foreign affairs questions is knowledge about the environment or your setting, the current trending situations in the country. Yes, that is what is important. For instance, some time ago, 2019, there was a COVID-19 outbreak, that is coronavirus. So most times, if you are an applicant, then you are likely to be questioned what pandemic is trending worldwide today, and you'll be able to tell them that it's coronavirus or any other one. So when you are going for an interview, you have to find out current situation, especially relating to health. If you are going for nursing or other thing, so whatever course you are going to offer, you should be able to find some current information regarding that. Not only that, you should be able to know some personalities or dignities in your community, in your district, in your region, and in your country. All right, so why am I saying this? They can ask you to tell them about, let's say, the name of your DCE. You should be able to tell them something like that, your district chief executive. So you should be able to know the person name. And remember, you don't mention the person name just like that. You should be able to tie the title. If you're adding Mr., you add. If you're adding Honorable, you add. So these are the things that you're supposed to take note. So they ask you about the name of the member of parliament in your constituency. What are you going to tell them? You should be able to add Honorable, then you add the name. When they ask you the name of the president of your country, you don't go straight forward to tell them that the name is this. You have to add the title, His Excellency or Her Excellency. Then you add the name. You get that right? So they can even ask you to tell them the name of the chief in your community. They don't know the name of your chief, but they are just asking to see, are you well oriented in your own environment? Because the fact is that before you even come somewhere for something, you should know something about your own background. That is why they're asking you foreign affairs questions, to also test your understanding and knowledge, to see whether you are following sources and information. Because certain things are there per the course you're going to offer. You might need updates to be able to orient yourself. So these are the reasons why they ask you foreign affairs questions. It's very important and it's interesting. When you tackle it seriously, you'll be able to answer without any problems. All right, type 3, they ask about personality or character. So they can just ask you to tell them about yourself in 3 ways, or describe yourself in 1 word, or describe yourself in 2 ways. You get that right? So these questions are there just to find out some of the qualities in you. So the moment you hear describe yourself in 3 ways, they are asking of qualities. So let's say I am flexible, I am passionate, I am hardworking. Or let's say I am self-conscious, I'm result-oriented, I am problem-solving. So these are some of the qualities that you can easily give out to them, so that they will know that yes, this person really knows what he or she is all about. You get that right? So they can also ask you to tell about your biggest weakness or your biggest strength. What will be your biggest strength or your biggest weakness? So for instance, if I'm going to tell about my weakness, I can say, oh yeah, I find it difficult to say no to people. Wow, this is my biggest weakness. And sometimes your answer to the question will tell how you are going to overcome the question, because they can repeat a question again to you. So how are you going to overcome this weakness, right? So if I say my biggest weakness is I find it difficult to say no to people, it means that most times that if people ask me of something, I find it difficult to reject, or I find it difficult to tell them no. Or if someone tells me that let's do this, I find it difficult to say no, I won't do. The issue is that there are moments in life that you can't say yes or no to people all the time. There are times you are supposed to say yes, there are times you are supposed to say no. So they can ask you to, how do you overcome this weakness? Because if you are to say yes to people all the time, definitely you are going to cause trouble, or something will definitely happen. So it's now left on you to be able to organize yourself and see, how am I going to overcome this? You have to put some analysis guiding yourself to be able to let people understand your own point of view, why this should be no. I think building it with that capacity, you'll be able to stand, to be able to tell people the right time, where you're supposed to say no, you say no, where you're supposed to say yes, you say yes. Are we good to go? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or 10 years? All right, for instance, if you are going to nursing or midwifery, or maybe any other program you are going to offer in the university, yes. So ask yourself, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? For instance, if it is a nursing course, right, it's a 3-year program. Definitely after 3 years you'll be done with the program, and maybe somewhere in the 5th year you'll be working. By then in the 4th year you'll be done with the national service and all that. So maybe somewhere in the 5th year going to the 10th year you will be fully employed and be working. All right, so you should be able to tell them that by then maybe you'll be working as a staff nurse or a midwife, or you'll be working as a teacher, or you'll be lecturing, or you'll be this or that. And with that, you should be able to let them understand that you are not going to end there. You are going to get more advanced knowledge. You are going to learn beyond expectations, so that you can achieve another set of qualifications. You don't just end at a particular point in time. You are supposed to move and continue for it, so that they will know that yes, this person is actually a dream lineup, because you don't just achieve something and you leave it there. You are supposed to push further to gain more knowledge about your experience. All right. Still under personality and character, they can ask you what are some of the qualities you possess, and you are supposed to be able to tell them your qualities, because you have already mentioned some of your qualities when you use in describing yourself in 3 ways. Because you mentioned you are flexible, you are passionate, you are responsible, or maybe you are hardworking, you are self-conscious, you are problem-solving, you are result-oriented. You can be able to use these to be able to respond to the question that is being asked again. What are some of your qualities? All right, so these are some of the things you are supposed to take into very serious note. All right, category 4, I am talking about 4 types of questions that they also ask. Educational background. Yes, what are your educational background? These are most important questions they do ask. Don't forget, so far we have mentioned 3 and we are in the 4th one. So number 1, we talk about general questions. Number 2, we talk about current affairs. Number 3, we talked about personality and character. Number 4, we are talking about educational background. Don't forget to follow the trend and write something down, because you need this to be able to prepare yourself, organize yourself, and you'll be able to face your interview qualify simply. All right, so they can ask you, do you have any academic challenges previously? Let's say in your secondary school, do you have any academic challenge? You know, some students out there, they find it difficult to learn, pass their courses, to be failing 1 or 2 courses or subjects in one way or the other. They will be asking you to know, are you weak in academic, or you are very strong, or you are average? You should be able to let them understand that yes, your real academic background, or something that you think that it is convincible to them for you. Because first of all, if you do not make it well, you cannot even apply to the school. So it means your academic checks are good. So you should be able to let them understand that your academic background is good based on how you are even going to present to them. All right, so they can even ask you, do you have any challenges or issues with a tutor in your previous school before? Yes, if you have, you say yes. If you don't, you say yes. Or maybe you can state that yes, I remember having a challenge or an issue with a tutor due to coming to school late, or something that maybe you did, and it resulted in one thing or the other, where you try your possible best to to apologize to the tutor and you resolve it. Sometimes they'll be trying to know, how do you handle it? And it's about the resolution. How do you solve the case with the tutor? You can't be a student and you decide to pull cases with teachers. You should be able to let them understand that, oh yeah, you are well thinking, and then you are oriented, so you'll be able to solve the case without even pushing further to see. So most times they can even ask you to tell them, how does your course or your elective relate to nursing, midwifery, or any other course that you intend to offer at the university, at the college, or wherever you want to. So you should be able to tell them, let's say for instance, if you were a science student, art student, or maybe a Greek student, or you should be able to tell them something small of how your courses relate to nursing, midwifery, or any other course that you wish to offer. For instance, you should be able to analyze, give them specific locations in the course. In my next video, I'll be talking about how your electives are related to nursing or midwifery or any other course you intend to offer. In my next video, I'll be talking about how your courses relate to nursing, midwifery, or any other program you wish to offer. So subscribe, like the video whilst you wait for that one. Number 5, we are talking about how nursing, or questions that relates to nursing backgrounds. Yeah, that is category 5. So sometimes they can just ask you a simple question: why should we choose you over other applicants? This question, when you are answering it, you have to be very careful, because you don't even know the performance of the other applicant, and you don't even know whether you are performing better than the other applicant or not. You should never say something going against someone or trying to condemn someone because you want admission. Please don't do that. When it comes, talk for yourself. You don't know about the performance of the other applicants, so you can't best tell. But however, you believe that your own qualities or how you've seen things, you believe that you can do better, and if this opportunity is given to you, you'll be able to explore, you'll be able to achieve your career goals. Yeah, but don't condemn anyone, don't condemn any other applicant because you don't know their performance. They are asking you because they want to see your thinking ability, whether you're going to condemn someone or not. Talk for yourself. tell them that yes, you don't know about the performance of the other applicant. Well, perhaps you believe that the qualities that you have, if the opportunity is given to you, be able to achieve your goals. Still on the nursing aspect or the midwifery aspect, they can ask you to tell them about what do you know about nursing, what do you know about midwifery, what do you know about the course you are going to offer. They can ask you a question like this, and you should be able to tell them something brief about the program. If it is nursing, for instance, you should be able to define nursing or midwifery or the course you are going to offer. You get that right. So when you also asked to tell them about some of the roles of a nurse or a midwife or any other program you are offering, you cannot go to perform a program, you cannot go to offer a program where you don't know the responsibilities or the roles of that program. You should be able to know something. When they ask you what are the roles or the responsibilities of a nurse or a midwife or the course you are going to offer, what are the responsibilities of these people, you should be able to let them know that yes, you've really learned something about it. At what point will you become angry? Or when you are angry, how do you deal with it? Or how do you deal with pressure? You know, they believe that as a nurse, there are going to be pressure on your weight. How do you handle it? That is why you were explaining that you are flexible. You gave a quality that you are flexible. You should be able to use that to defend yourself when they ask you questions like this. So ladies and gentlemen, these are 5 sets of questions we have looked. So when they're asking you interview questions, remember they'll ask you general questions. Remember they'll ask you current affairs. Remember they'll ask you about personality and character. Remember they'll ask you about your educational background. Don't forget they'll also ask you about the nursing or the course you are going to offer. These are 5 things you need to take a very serious note of it. Alright, so this is enough for you, and I believe this is going to help you. This is Joy Ideas. Once you subscribe and like to my video, I believe you are going to gain admission this year. Please don't leave without liking the video. I'll be taking my time to explain some of the mistakes that people do when they go for an interview, and some of the things that you are not supposed to do at all when you go for an interview. Please, for you to be able to get access to these videos, you are supposed to just subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. One thing that will even motivate me to do my next video is that once you like this video, I'll be able to prepare the next video, because it means that you have interest, and that what I'm doing is really helping you a lot. Thank you very much for staying tuned to my channel. Don't forget to leave without subscribing, without liking. This is Joy Ideas, your #1 best source. Thank you.